So now I am on Vector Studio, and now let's select the Shape tool, left click, and then select the Ellipse tool. And now in order to create a perfect circle, hold the Shift key down and then create your circle. So here it is, and I'm going to remove the fill color. So left click here, and then click on this icon here to remove it. And now for the outline, I'm going to change it here to 5, press enter. If you left click here, the color is black. And now let's select the move tool, and now Ctrl J to duplicate your layer here, your circle. And now hold the Shift key and the Ctrl key down and then scale down your layer to scale it proportionally. So here it is, and I'm just going to select both circles here and then place them in a group. Click on this icon here. So here it is, they are both in a group. Now I'm just going to scale up a little bit this circle here, so like this. And now here, just make sure here the snapping is enabled. I'm going to left click here on the down arrow. So here are the features here I have enabled. Make sure to enable the snap to shape key points here and snap to object geometry. So now I'm going to center here this layer here, these circles. And now Ctrl J to duplicate this group layer, these circles here, Ctrl J. And now I'm just going to move it, so here like this. So now just make sure here, click on the gear icon. Check the enable transform origin. So as you can see, we can see here the transform origin here, the center points here where we can rotate. So now I'm going to move the layer. So if I select this one here, so here it is. Now I'm going to move this one here, the outside circle here, to be on this part here, on the center. So here, as you can see, it snaps, and now I'm just going to bring it up. So as you can see, there is a dashed line here. I can rotate this circle here around the first circle, like this, around the transform origin. So I'm going to leave it here. And now Ctrl J to duplicate this layer here, this group here, these circles. And for this one, I'm going to bring it down. Just make sure to move it down in a straight line. So now what we want to do, I'm going to increase here the zoom here. I'm going to zoom in on the navigator here. I'm just going to drag this slider here to the right. So I'm going to move it here. So now if I select this layer here, this group layer, so this is the center point here, the blue circle here. So now I want both of these layers here to cross, the outside here circles to cross on this area here, on this circle. So I'm going to move down this layer here. So now let's select this one. So here it is. And now I want the central point here of these two circles here to be crossing the outside of these circles. So for example, I'm going to move this one here like this. So now, as you can see, so here it is. If I select this one, same thing. So now, as you can see, the center here of this group here is crossed by the outside circle of this one and this one. I select this one, so here it is. And this one here is crossed by the outside circles of these two layers here. And for this one, the outside circles of this one and this one. Now I'm going to zoom out. I'm just going to click here to bring it back to where it was, 64, press enter. And now I'm going to select all the layers here, all the groups here. And now let's select the shape builder tool, left click, select shape builder. So in the shape builder, the action, I'm going to select the subtract here to delete areas here on the minus icon here. The drag method is freehand, the cleanup is none. The use style from first selected area is checked. And now I'm just going to drag over the areas I want to remove. So I'm going to drag over these. So here it is. I'm going to drag over these and then over these. So here it is. Here's our shape. So now let's select the move tool, and now I'm just going to rotate it to make it straight. And now hold the Control key and Shift key down and then scale up your layer. So here it is, and I'm just going to move it here like this to center it. So now we need to create our shape here. So now let's go back to the shape builder tool, left click, select the shape builder tool. And this time in the shape builder, in the action, change it to the plus icon here to create a new shape. I'm going to leave all these settings as they were. And now let's create our shape. I'm going to start from this one here. Going to left click and then drag over the areas here I want to combine. So here it is. This is our first shape. So now I'm going to start from here, not from here, from here. And then drag. So here it is. And now I'm going to start from here like this and then drag until here. So I'm just going to drag over this area. So here's our shape. It's kind of interlaced. So now let's select the move tool. So now there are some layers here that are not needed. So I'm going to select, for example, this group here, the third one. So it doesn't do anything. This one doesn't do anything. For this one, it's the shape. So I'm going to delete these two here. I'm going to delete this one, click on this icon here, and then delete this one. So here's our shape, and now I'm going to open this group. So this is the first shape, this is the second, this is the third. So now, for example, I'm going to remove this one here. It doesn't do anything. So click on this icon here to delete it. And for this one here, doesn't do anything too. I'm just going to click on this icon. So now we have only 3 layers inside the group. This one, and this one. So now we just need to add a gradient to the shape. So now I have selected this one here. Select the move tool and then select it. So now I'm going to create 2 circles here to use the colors. So I'm going to select the shape, select the ellipse. Now hold shift key down while tracing your circle. So here it is, and now I'm going to, for example, just move the color wheel here. Going to move to the color I want. So for example, I want a light blue. Now select the move tool, Ctrl J to duplicate this layer here, this circle. And then I'm just going to move it down. And for this one, I'm going to select a dark color. So I'm going to select this one. So now let's select our shape. So I'm going to select this one here, left click on it, or just open the group layer and then select it. Let's select the fill tool, left click. The context is fill. The type here, I'm going to change it to linear. And now I'm going to left click on this point here, hold the Alt key and then left click on this color to pick this color. So here it is. And now I'm going to left click on this point, hold the Alt key down and then left click on the color to pick your color. So here it is, and I'm just going to adjust the gradient here. So now I'm just going to place here, for example, the dark blue under these here to make it like it's overlapping. So I'm going to leave it like this. So I'm just going to move this one here a little bit. So now let's select the move tool. I'm going to select this one here, and then let's select the fill tool, left click, select fill tool. Change the type here to linear. And now for this one, I'm going to left click on this one here, hold the Alt key and then pick the color. And then select this one here, hold the Alt key down and then pick your second color. And now I'm just going to adjust here. So now let's select the move tool again, and then I'm going to left click on the last shape here, and then select the fill tool. Change the type here to linear. And now I'm going to left click on this point, hold the Alt key down and then left click on the color. And then select this point here, hold the Alt key down and then left click on the second color. And now I'm just going to adjust here the gradient. So I think I'm going to leave it here, and now select the move tool. I'm going to remove these 2 circles here and then press the delete key on your keyboard. So now I'm going to scroll up here on the layers here. Left click to close the group, select the group. And now, for example, if you want to remove the outline here, just select the group layer, left click here, and then left click on this icon here. So here it is.